Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Monster Sanctuary Tournament Circuit. We've got the semifinals today of the Grid Draft Tournament between SmugLookingBarrel and Jagomu. I'm flowing Jeffua.
And I'm Elio. You might want to move your mic a little bit closer there, Jeffua.
Okay, there we go. How's that?
Sounds good. Perfect.
All right, so we've got Barrel on the left and Jagomu on the right. The higher seed gets to choose turn order in game one in our top cut here.
Yep, and Barrel had that higher seed, so he'll be taking the first turn. He's bringing a sort of a strong buffing core, and Jagomu is bringing more of a debuff style team here.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of regen synergy on Barrel's side, some burn synergy.
A little bit of glory synergy coming out between Lion and Bard as well.
Yeah. And then, of course, on Jagomu's side, we've got a lot of reptiles, a lot of debuff stuff.
Definitely a big reptile team here. We have I believe, the triple reptile start coming out, and double ancients bringing out a nice predation passive through Rampede, I believe.
Yeah. Wants to get off to a quick start here.
Looks like he may not have liked the damage.
Yeah,
maybe he didn't like the damage previews there, so he's going to try to get the second turn with a big move. We have Grummy breaking the protect, yep.
Yeah, 35% dodge is not enough to save the Rampede there after bleed and debuff ticks.
Yep, unfortunately. So it looks like we're bringing out the Changeling on Jagomu's side. Instead, they have another Protect here, building up some Predation stacks as well.
And what we see on Barrel's side here that you don't often see is the light shifted Grummy. And that brings curse resistance, which has been buffed in the Relics of Chaos patch. It's now unique and resists the application of both debuffs and negative stacks on your team, which both are quite relevant.
Yes, yeah, definitely. When we're seeing things like bleed stacks through Wrath Ops and Rampede, and possibly wound stacks as well, I believe. Rampede has the... Yep, that's severe cuts.
And Rampede has the blinding spark, so there could potentially be bleed stacks being resisted as well.
Yeah, blind stacks for sure, which could make a big deal. But it looks like when you have sub, we got between Krakatoa, Grummy, and Lion, they have a lot of regen synergy together, and once that wall is built up, it's going to be very hard to break through, and Jagomu is discovering that firsthand for sure.
Yeah, we see all the regen stacks. They've all got, looks like six regen on the entire team. They're all fully shielded, gaining shield every turn due to regen, rocking, and burn if there's burn on the other side.
Yep, regen shield, and I believe the improved regen from the Lion also buffs the shields received, right, from the regens?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does, yeah, because it would, the shields are based on the heal, I believe.
Yeah, so it is a very powerful combo of a wall that he has built there, and it looks like Jagomu does not see a way through that game. Goes in forfeit to move to game 2.
Yeah, this team with the fungi going first in game 2 is a big advantage as long as you can combo and pick up at least one knockout here, which you kind of need to do to get yourself in the game.
Yeah, that turn 1 fungi can be very mean. Looks like, and we see the switch up, subbing out the Krakatoa for a light Magma Pillar. Maybe looking for a little bit more burn synergy.
Not surprising that we see the light Grummy getting targeted down there.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
was one of the most threatening things for the game plan in the first game there.
Yeah, most certainly. Getting rid of the age synergy, getting rid of some of that regeneration synergy. We're able to see this Rampede making a much more impactful statement in this game. Thornish bringing up the Protect for him.
The timely taunt from Thornish there, protecting it for at least one more turn. The big severe cuts off and takes out Bard easily.
Yep. Now we have a little bit of, not necessarily reverse, but this Rampede is definitely helping to tear through this team.
You see how bulky this Thornish is. It ate a Thunder Strike from the Eagle, which it's weak to.
With the crit
barely
on
took
top.
anything. And then it taunts and hardly takes anything from that as well.
Sets up another Protect. There's something about seeing giant fungi combos that just warms my heart every time.
Big attack, bleed, and the debuff procs. Phoenix Affinity is not enough to keep Eagle around for another turn.
Breaking the Protect with the Aqua Blast. And another taunt.
Another taunt.
2 in a row to keep this Rampede alive.
And we were seeing a lot of passive health regen on the Thornish there at the start of the turn, even though it doesn't have any regen stacks or anything on it. That's heal on poison stacks, I believe, is causing that.
I think you might be right.
A lot of poison on. Goes down, forfeit from Barrel. Tied up one game apiece now.
1-1 with Barrel taking the first turn on this one, it looks like. And we're seeing the same bringing that Krakatoa back into the mix with that same starting lineup. It looks like he's considering, the same 3, that core regeneration. We have the Manticore, though, making an appearance, subbing in for what was the Rathops in the first game.
Yeah. And we saw how different that second game played out after Grummy was removed from the equation, right? So I'm fully expecting Jagomu is going to try and take out this Grummy as soon as possible.
Yeah, definitely. That fungi
Another
definitely
taunt.
made an appearance. That taunt, yep. That Thornish is really working overtime in this game. He's looking out for all his butts.
It didn't apply any debuffs on that attack, though, which usually when you attack into a Thornish, you can expect to come away
You get at
with
least
one or two
something.
debuffs. But that curse resistance probably coming in
Yeah.
clutch there.
You see the Protect broken by Grummy, and the line going in for the kill on the Manticore gets it easily.
Yeah, here we are at what are we? Turn 2, turn 3, and basically an impenetrable wall set up on the other side. Here
Got
for
the
Barrel.
full 6. That Grummy is just so fast. It's spreading out those recovery buffs with shared recovery.
Yeah, well, you've got shared regen on Krakatoa and Grummy, which makes it spread throughout the team so quickly.
Yeah. It really makes it a very quick setup.
And so that's probably one of the reasons why we saw Barrel go back here to Krakatoa from the Magma Pillar in Game 2. Because you use so much of that speed in setting up when you have the Pillar in instead.
Yeah, that second turn, it's not quite as strong of it's a very powerful first turn setup for sure. Now for Light Vasuki, do you usually see that as more of a damage dealer on the teams where it shows up, as opposed to the Dark Vasuki being more of a debuff spreader?
Yeah, I think Light Vasuki is interesting because the primary thing you gain on it is just more bulk, right? So you would think, naturally, that for a support, that would be the better option. But the way First Chain works, especially when you've got a Hexing Rod, it's just better to get more debuffs out of there when you're spending your turn not attacking.
Yep, interesting. So, yeah.
It does have a place if you just need a death blow DPS that can stick around for a bit longer.
There you go. Unfortunately, that one does not stick around for that turn. Bleed stacks get through it. And only 18 hits on that funky combo.
Yeah, it's just, that's not going to be enough to get it done. An 18-hit combo, normally you'd think is pretty good, but when it's fungi, you've got kind of a bell curve that you're grading on.
You're expecting a lot from that little man.
See the counterfeit.
Tries to copy that high-level clause, but doesn't pull through with it.
Yeah, about half the hits there look like were dodged, so that is not helping your case.
Very true, but it's already hard to stick the damage. Missing it.
And of course, having that curse resistance from the Grummy makes it a lot harder to get off a proliferate combo with your Changeling, which is one of its big sources of damage, thanks to Cascade.
Very true, yep. But all three of them managed to survive this turn. That Thornish is getting high in charge stacks. I'm not sure if that will end up coming into play, but I'm keeping an eye on those.
Yeah. And we see here, because choice to go with beating over Leaf Slash is coming to be relevant here with all the dodges. You can't apply debuff if you can't even hit him.
Very true. Manages to break down the shields, but looks like Grummy gets a lot of debuffs removed on that one, and it's already back up to half. Breaking the Protect with Krakatoa.
Not enough mana to use any max level attacks here, but Firestorm, applying some more burn, and then the burn turn into mana. So you set yourself up for a good next turn. Start
very true. And it is hard, especially when you can see this Changeling. Looks like it's focused a little bit more on the offensive side. It's a little bit less healing that it's bringing. Changeling, a very versatile monster, if I'm not mistaken. Can kind of fill out a lot of different roles.
Yeah. Changeling is just an outstanding monster in terms of how versatile it is, how many different things it can do. Seeing it here as primarily a death blow, yes, but then takes a turn off to heal there.
With Aura
Not
Shield.
Really a position you want to be in.
Yep, looks like this. Unfortunately, all of the debuffs have been cleared off of Barrel's side, breaking the taunt, or breaking the protect rather.
Did see some nice value from the curse chain on Thornish, though, applying probably 10 debuffs when it got attacked there.
That was, yep. Definitely going to need...
Well, at least that sets up this turn to be a little bit better.
True. And we also see the Changeling getting access to the predation stacks because it has all types, so it's considered an ancient along with Rampede. That may come into place to try and prevent some of these dodges, but it's still got 2 dodges off on the Lion.
I love seeing the 122 charge stacks on that Thornish typically or anything.
That's true. It's doubled since we last checked. We'll see if it comes into play. Fingers crossed.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Thornish do any kind of damage, even with 200 charge stack. It doesn't seem to do anything.
Oof.
That's full team wipe. Almost.
Oh, almost.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Cornish
All
is
right.
not going to stand on its own.
Not at all. All right. Looks like Barrel's taking Barrel's taking game 3, bringing it to 2-1, with Jagomu taking the start of this game.
We do have the fungi with the turn 1 advantage. We'll see if Grummy can get taken out early here and try to swing this around and then force it.
Very true. Looks like he subbed in the Goblin Hood over the Rampede. Maybe looking for a little bit less of a setup required.
And we do see here the lion getting targeted down instead of the Grummy.
True.
We'll see if that pays off here or not.
Yeah, that is a good point. Grummy and Krakatturtle are the big sources of your regeneration, your real important generation core.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Oof.
Big heavy punch there.
Big heavy
Thanks
punch from
to,
Kame.
Static Strike that does not care about the 36% dodge that Goblin Hood relies on so much for its bow.
Yep. So we're seeing a little bit less of that regeneration core. We were able to get the Cataclysm off this time as well, but not too much coming out of it, unfortunately.
They're going to have to make do with a paltry 5 regen buffs. Oh, nope, 6.
6, there we go.
Regen buffs.
I didn't realize, does Kame have multi-regen as well?
It does not. He has multi-might.
Uh,
It might have... there's one of the hit point items that gives you an extra stack of regen. I think, right? Is it
yes, I
regen
think
and might
the
on
dumbbell.
dumbbell?
Yes. All right, well, let's see if this Fungi is able to get a big combo off. 18 again. Needs to take a page out of Thornish's book. He's been working overtime. Let's see if Changeling can try and get through either the Grummy or the Kame. Both would probably be useful targets to bring down.
Yeah. Kame is just... Even when it's not fully shielded, it's so naturally bulky that it can be to take down.
Yeah, even with that weakness to magic, still barely got through the shield.
Yeah, just not a good place to be in.
Yeah.
Down Kame when it can take out your entire team, essentially.
Especially with a weakness to neutral and a heavy punch. Oh, goes for the explosive blast. Ooh. 2 in 1 shot.
Yeah, like your best case scenario, I think, there with your Jagomu is that they reflect on the Thornish deals a significant chunk of damage, and then maybe you get some lucky fish scale procs.
Yeah,
But-
to try and spread.
Fortunately,
Well-
that doesn't revive any of your dead monsters, so
Yep.
see the forfeit here.
All right, and that is the win going to
That wraps it up.
SmugLookingBarrel.
We'll see SmugLookingBarrel play in the finals. We'll see Jagomu in the third place finals. Congratulations to both players for making this far, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.